I was out in a meeting in Colorado. It was, they had 5,000 people there. They had a conference. And the Lord spoke to my heart and he said, go up and shake the speaker's hand. And I thought, there's no way with all these people here. But when they were praying, I slipped up there. And the Lord said, tell him you're going to his country. I slipped up there and I shook his hand. And I said, I'm going to your country. And he said, welcome. I sit back down and I said, God, I don't even know what country he's from. And I called his office and found out he was from Ghana, Africa. And the Lord said, that night they announced that this man, who's Kingsley Fletcher, would be crowned king in Ghana. Now, they have many kings, but he would be one of the top kings in Ghana. And the Lord said, you're going to the coronation and you're going to pray over the king. And I'm like, Lord, this can't be. But I remembered what Ruth Heflin had said. So the Lord provided for me to get a ticket. And I said, well, Lord, I'll probably have to live in a mud hut because I don't have hardly any money left. But right before I left, somebody put me in touch with this woman, said, contact her. And she lives in Ghana. So I called her and I said, I'm coming to Ghana. She said, who told you to come? And I said, God did. And it was almost on the phone, I could just hear her thinking, oh, one of them crazy people, you know. She said, well, we'll try to send somebody to the airport to meet you. Well, I get to Ghana, and I'm at the airport, and they said, where's your visa? I said, visa? Do you have to have a visa? Now, later, I realized why God didn't let me try to get a visa, because I was in my, late 60s or 70s. I don't remember which right now. But anyway, they would have never let an old woman traveling alone get a visa. But the people that met me at the airport had such clout that they said, she'll get her visa tomorrow. She's our guest. And come to find out, he had run for president of all of Ghana. So I was put up in a mansion, private room, private bath, air conditioned, and chauffeured around in a BMW. But before I left the States, I said, Lord, what kind of clothes I should wear? Because normally my clothes speak something prophetically. And he said, wear all purple, because Ghana is going to be raised up as a light for all of Africa. So I went to the Goodwill, which is where I buy a lot of my clothes, and they had all these purple clothes, just my size. So I've got all these clothes, and I'm going, and I bought one dress. It looked like a $300 or $400 dress, and it only cost $7.50. Cost me $15 to dry clean it. But anyway, so I tell the chauffeur to take me to the hotel where the king is staying. But I thought, I don't know how I'll get in to see him. But I went there, and I thought, I can't even pronounce his African name. I mean, you know, I can't just say Kingsley Fletcher, but I can't even pronounce his name. So I just walked up to the desk. Now, they see me chauffeured here in a BMW. I walk up to the desk, and I said, would you please put me through to the king's room? And they did. And the queen answered the phone. And I said, I have come all the way from the United States to give the king a prophetic word. She said, he couldn't possibly see you. He's got 3 meetings tonight. The coronation is tomorrow. But said, I'll come down. You can share with me. And I said, okay. She came down. She said, you wouldn't believe it, but right after I talked to you, my husband walked in. I told him what you had to say. And he said, if you wait 5 minutes, he'll be down here. He came down with his bodyguards. I gave him the word that God had given me. And he said, this is from God, and I am honored to meet you. I'd like to give you a personal invitation to the coronation, and I'd like for you to pray over me. Well, needless to say, that did not go well with those that paid $2,500 for that. And they said we had this thing planned out way in advance, so they didn't let me go on stage and pray for him. But afterward, I met him at the hotel, and he had me pray over him. And I felt I was the one that was honored. But more than that, after that, when I was in Africa, I went to this little village of lepers, and many of them didn't have their fingers or their toes, or they were blind. And I sat on the floor with them, and I heard them singing the praises of God. And I was so touched that even though I was honored in seeing the King, I felt even more honored to be able to minister the love of God to those that had leprosy.